above the city now, far away from any innocents. I can end this now. Stop the Absolute and spare the city. The stage is set for my final act. Mistra's bidding and the redemption that lies beyond. You brought me right where I need to be. I have no right to ask more of you. It's time I spirited you to safety. But this is a fate I must face alone. What's the alternative? I allow the Absolute to have its way, die in vain along with all its victims, or flee and live on in shame? It's just a choice between two deaths. Quick and meaningful, or torturous and pointless. It's now or never. This isn't giving up. It's securing victory at a price I am willing to pay. And everything we shared can live on. With you. Please. For too long, I've lived in fear of taking a host of innocents with me when I expired. Now at least I can be assured my demise will be saving them instead. If you're mistaken, this could be the end of everything. We'll be failing right at the last hurdle. But I only made it this far thanks to you. Who am I to question such sterling guidance now? Mystra won't be pleased. But perhaps trying to please the gods is a fool's errand. Lead on, then. So stay my hand as long as I can. But if the tide of battle turns against us, remember I have the means to bring a swift end to this.
There it is. The crown. The very thing that has been amplifying the Netherbrain's power. And the very place that we will be able to dominate it. That's where we should use the Nether Stones.
There you are. The puppet of the Githyanki Queen. The wizard who defied a goddess. The fury of a vermin. Murder incarnate. You are spectacular specimens.
fierce thing, burning with potential, primed for absorption. It feels the pull of the nether brain, but its attention rests on you.
Remember, you have to be a Lithid to wield the nether stones. Now is the time. Absorb the parasite's potential. Evolve.
Wait! You don't have to do this. There's another option. Me. But it isn't a sacrifice. Not to me. I'm dying. This thing in my chest is burning me through. If this is the end for me, let me be the motherfucker who saved the world.
What are you doing? You cannot wield the nether stones if you are not a Mindflayer. This might be your last opportunity to evolve. Do it! Now!
Weakening, its grasp of itself slipping. This is your chance. Even bound, its will is stronger than anything you've ever felt. The chains shake, threatening to break at any moment.
Feeble resistance. Will. Absolute freedom. Impossible. Pain. Fear. Terror. Reconsider. Assess. Implore. Surrender! In my name. My master. I must obey. I must end.
Hopes, nightmares, and the screams of legions upon legions of unborn iniquids. The pain rips through you, obliterating all thought, all feeling. Silence. Free of urge and worm, your brain is battered and bruised, but it is yours. Yours at last. Everything you did, everything you sacrificed, it was worth it. For this.
I can't feel the tadpole. It's gone. We're free!
My powers, they're draining. Just like Mizora said they would. A small price to pay in the grand scheme of things.
And I'm still standing in the sun. This is incredible. Maybe whatever had changed in me was permanent.
The tadpoles must have died with the brain. The threat of ceremorphosis is no more. Of course, no slight intended towards your new form.
I will be serious for a moment. Often Minsk speaks for his hamster, but now he speaks from his own heart too. Thank you. You saved us.
The Githyanki are leaving. It would have been hard to imagine parting ways from them peacefully once. So, Lae'zel, will you be joining them?
The Netherbrain is dead. To slay a Ghaik was my sworn duty. I must call out to Tunorath. My ascension's at hand. We have thwarted the grand design. My loyalty is beyond question. Silence now. I will speak the rite of ascension. Vlakith Barnasin. Vlakith Ixaith. Vlakith Tri-Nasaji!
You quiver in spite of yourself. Lae'zel shouts to the astral plane, seeking an answer. And before long, she has one.
A red dragon to carry me to Tunorath. The Queen's covenant is fulfilled.
You look on as Lae'zel soars to an uncertain fate. With the Githyanki gone, there's nothing left but the silence of the city, smoldering, waiting to be rebuilt. You are a Mindflayer, the very thing you sought to eradicate. Whatever self you possess is quickly ebbing away. Your friends and enemies alike are ripe for manipulation. And if not manipulation, then consumption. Soon you will not be able to trust yourself at all. You will be a monstrosity beyond redemption. Or not. Perhaps you are unique among illithid kind. Perhaps you will retain enough of who you are to resist your nature. A rogue mind flayer. Like the Emperor, the risk is certainly yours to take. Will you? You have thwarted the illithid grand design. You have defeated 3 chosen and a nether brain. You are miraculous. And you have earned the right to live. Your fate will be what you make of it. Now you are your own master. But it seems that Gale's mind is elsewhere.
The crown. It's somewhere in the Gionthar. If I salvage the stones, I can reforge it. The power of Karsus would be in my hands. But what then? What would I do with it once I have it? Sage and timely counsel as always, and I intend to heed it. A wise man learns from his mistakes and strives not to repeat them. I shall bring the crown to Mystra. She'll cure me of my affliction. And I'll finally be free. I'm sure, if this adventure has taught me anything, is that there are things in this world far more valuable than power. You, for example. You're always wiser than me when it mattered most. Besides, grown quite fond of this merry band of ours, but I'd quite like to see what happens to it. I'm sure Mystra will summon me soon enough, but until then, I propose we celebrate our victory the mortal way, with a drink in our hands and reckless abandon in our hearts.
I am seldom one to imbibe, but even I shall make an exception on a day like today. I think we have earned it, no?
It seems you found peace with yourself. I'm glad. Just as long as your intentions remain as pure as they are now.
I honestly don't mind what we do once we get to the... Ow! Oh no. Oh God. Well, it was nice when it lasted. Ah! I'm sorry. I have to go.
I doubt we'll ever see that face basking in the sun again. We did it, soldier. The city's going to be all right. And so are you. Engine's finally cooked. Held on just long enough. So, how'd I do? So are you, my friend, my companion. I adore you. Careful! Hot! I never gave up. I did my best. I did my best. It's the one thing I can't beat, isn't it? I wanted to live in my city with my friends. But life is for the living. And I Goodbye, son. Goodbye, sea. Goodbye.
No, stop. I won't allow this. Karlak, you're coming with me. Back to Avernus.
You can't.
So, what do you say? Die here now, or live on with the blade of Avernus at your side. Zariel won't touch you. I swear it, Karlak.
Fine. I'll go. Well, with you. But we have to go. Now. I can't hang on much longer.
It's over. And it's all because of you. You, who were destined to become a thrall. Thanks to you, there will be no Illithid Empire, no Death God's tyranny. You have earned your place amongst the legends of the Sword Coast. You are the saviors of Baldur's Gate. You slept like a babe straight through the night, dreamless, thoughtless, and almost entirely free. For the first time, you feel alone, calm. You breathe. Baal may have been your beginning, but he will not be your end. Of all those you killed in your father's name, one lingers in your mind even now. Quill, the dreaming bard. Her death weighs upon you still. A burden you will carry for the rest of your days. But fortunately, you will not have to carry it alone.
Last night was an experience. But I don't think you've changed quite as much as some might think. I'd recognize that vigor anywhere. It sounds like the city's trying to get back on its feet already. Normal life is returning. Which means things are about to become decidedly more difficult for you. Perhaps you could wear a mask. Say you're a leper, or have taken religious vows to conceal your face. I don't know. It's hardly practical, but when has that ever stopped someone from trying to please their god of choice? I would know. It would be too much of a risk, though. One mishap, one busybody, and you could be surrounded by a mob. After what this city's been through, people will scarcely tolerate cuttlefish at the fishmonger's stall, never mind a full-blown Mindflayer in their midst. Do you know what this means? You deserve to be vaunted, adored. Statues in your image should stand on every square. A whole generation of babies should be named in your honor. But it will not be so. All those people you saved, most of them will never know what you did. But you know. And so do I. I'll never forget. I need to get you out of here. It was difficult enough smuggling you in here covered in cloaks. It'll only get worse as normalcy returns. I think so. Yes. At least for now. If you wish, perhaps you can still come to see me now and again. I have a hidden place close to the cloister, where night orchids bloom. If you ever wish to see me, go there. May Lady Shah's darkness cloak you and shield you. You will find few friends in the light of day, but you can still count on me.
It's curious. After all the wonders and monstrosities we've witnessed, waking beside you seems more unreal than any of it. I've forgotten what it felt like to greet a sunrise without fear of it being my last. Soon I'll deliver the crown to Mistra and be rid of the awe that long last. I'll be free. Whatever for? I rather like this new you. In fact, your tentacular transformation has inspired me to make a little change of my own. I've decided to drop this whole Gale of Waterdeep business. It's a bit pompous, don't you think? You're now in the company of plain old Gale Decarius, a most brilliant wizard of intentionally limited renown. At your service. Now, I believe this is the moment where I should get to my point, so to speak. I love you. More than I've ever loved anyone, mortal or immortal. And you've proven your love for me in more ways than even the greatest mathematicians would dare to count. That being said, I wondered if you might consider accompanying me back to Waterdeep as a new member of the Decarius clan. Your present condition is that you're the one I love. And your current form is merely a reflection of the depths of your sacrifice. It only makes me love you more. There will be some practicalities to iron out, the guest list, the venue. I mean, we'll need to find a very open-minded cleric. I promise we'll make it work. If you'll have me. You will? Oh, thank goodness for that. We'll need time to make the arrangements, of course. The catering alone will need to be quite extraordinary. But that's all to come. The day is young, and there are thousands more days ahead of us.
Hello, darling. I was just thinking about freedom. How I'm free of Cazador. How I have a whole new life stretching out in front of me. And you're... well, what are you? Is the person I loved still in there? I'm glad. Although I'm not sure what the expectations are around, us. Do you still want to be together? I don't know. It is a big change, and as much as I care for you, I don't know. Maybe it's better if we're friends for now. You're precious to me, and I don't want to lose you, but this is a lot. Perhaps we'll adjust, perhaps we won't. But you mean too much for me to walk away. So would I. And I hope we can find some place for love in our new... whatever this is. But even if we can't, I'll never forget the person you were. I'll never forget what you did for this world. And what you did for me. Thank you, my love. Thank you.
Don't do it, my tentacle friend!
You've butchered so many before. Each death a gift to your father. This one, you will take from him. This one is just for you.
I'm hot. Too hot. I think this is it. The engine's finally cooked.
Karlak! I thought after all we've survived, maybe one last miracle would rear its head. But no. I'm sorry.
I'm not ready. We did it. I did it. The city's gonna be all right. My friends are going to be all right. I can let go. I'm slipping. I can't hang on. What's happening?